Subsequent studies confirm this link. Of 1,218 patients across 24 centers around the world, 74% of people with RBD were diagnosed with a neurodegenerative disease within 12 years. Sometimes RBD shows up decades before other neurology systems, although the average lag appears to be about 10 years. When dream enactment occurs alongside other early signs of immunopathies, people tend to develop a neurodegenerative disease more rapidly. Many researchers expressed skepticism about this link early on, says Bradley Ruby, a professor of neurology at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Maine. We would get reviewer comments back saying that this is hogwash, he says, but the connection between RBD and neuropathies has become well accepted. I think that is pretty much gospel now. Some scientists suspect RBD results from an aggregation of symptoms is associated neurodegeneration in area of brainstem that immobilize us during REM sleep. In it is no more being formed and protein is involved in the functioning of neurons, but when misfolded into an atypical configuration, it can form toxic clumps. Autopsies have shown that more than 90% of people with RBD die with signs of synuclein buildup in their brains. There are no established methods to be proud of synuclein cluster in the brains of living patients, but scientists have looked for the toxin in the other parts of body. Alexander Irenzo, a neurologist at the hospital clinic Barcelona in Spain, and his colleagues were able to detect misfolded synuclein in the cerebral spinal fluid of 90% of patients with RBD.
Okay, subsequent studies confirm this link. Of 1,280 patients across 24 centers around the world, 70% of people with RBD were diagnosed with disease with 12 years. Sometimes RBD shows up decades before other neurological systems, although the average lag appears to be about 10 years when dreams enactment occur alongside other early signs of synchronopathies. People tend to develop a neurodegenerative disease more rapidly. Many researchers express skepticism about this link early on, says Bradley Wolf, a professor of neurology at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Maine. We would get reviewer comments back saying that this is hogwash, he says, about the connection between RBD and synchronopathy has become well accepted. I think they're pretty much gospel now. Some scientists suspect RBD results from an aggregation of synuclein and associated neurodegeneration in areas of the brain suddenly immobilized during REM sleep. In its normal benign form, the protein is involved in the functioning of neurons, but when misfolded into an atypical configuration, it can form toxic clumps. Autopsies have shown that more than 90% of people with RBD die with things of thin synuclein building up in the brain. There is no established method to prove for synuclein cluster in the brains of living patients, but scientists have looked for the toxin in other parts of the body. Alejandro Iranzo, a neurologist at the Hospital Clinic Barcelona in Spain, and his colleagues were able to detect misfolded synuclein in the cerebrospinal fluid of 9% of patients with RBD.